I put this video up this morning of Scotty Scheffler.
His feet for what he is off the charts, right?
Today's video is called Happy Feet. You're watching My Swing Evolution. Good afternoon, Miracle Swingers. I am just beside myself because I have been in communication with one of the greatest golf instructors in history, Jim McLean. Yes, the creator of the Hogan Collection, the creator of the X Factor, one of the top golf instructors in the world. And I consider Jim McLean to be the best golfer instructor in the world. Okay, he's won pro events. He played on the PGA Tour, played at the University of Houston, 3 U.S. Amateurs, 2 U.S. Opens, and a U.S. Senior Open competitor. He really plays the game of golf while teaching it. There is not another one of these big guru teachers that I'm aware of that can actually play at that high a level. That's why I take my hat off to Jim McLean. So we've been chit-chatting, and it's just so crazy. I can't believe that he's talking to me. So I'm talking about the Sneed squat, and he writes and says on Twitter, would you be interested in what the real Sam Sneed said about the squat? And I'm like, I would absolutely be honored. And he said, it's an easy flight to Miami. And then I'll tell you the greatest compliment maybe of my life in golf was I reached out to him and, introduced myself a little more formally. And he said, you are definitely a star. Great media and top-notch swing. Come see me when you can, exclamation points. I'll tell you great, real Hogan stories. So my head is exploding right now. But I'm so fired up because, man, I am cooking on all cylinders. I'm loving my swing. I'm loving my new foot pressures. The Sneed squats popped open a whole new bunch of possibilities and exciting things for me to explore in my swing. And I just finished doing a full season breakdown of my new golf reality show I'm calling Golf Stars. This is going to be incredible. I think it'll be the greatest golf television show ever made. And this is the byproduct of working in television for 20 years. So this is what I'm focused on doing right now. In addition to everything else that I'm doing. Don't forget my book, Jack Dagger, 5-star reviews. Great reviews on Amazon. You should check it out. If you like books, it should be a movie someday or a TV series. Really cool. But let's talk about happy feet. Now, I'm pressuring into the ground. I'm trying to work my hips open. And a lot of this leg work is counterintuitive, okay? A lot of things in golf, a lot of things in martial arts are counterintuitive for that sake, okay? And the reason I say that is we're built with bilateral symmetry, okay? If I move my right shoulder forward, if it's all connected, the left shoulder moves back and vice versa. There's all these situations with bilateral symmetry where it may feel like you're trying to do something, but you have to do the opposite. So if you look at golfers like Bubba Watson, Justin Thomas, or go back to Johnny Miller, they had happy feet. They hit the ball, some of the best ball strikers in the world, but their feet weren't planted in the ground. And today I'm going to start off with Greg Norman. Okay, I'm going to do an analysis of Greg Norman's footwork. It's pretty brilliant. I've always admired foot slide. I think it shows really aggressive ground force reaction. When you look at long drive pros, none of them have quiet feet. They all have happy feet. Okay, so that's what today's video is going to be all about. Now, this weekend is the next MSE Intensive. Still got a couple spots left. Got a great group of guys coming into town. It's going to be the bomb this Saturday and Sunday, January 21st and 22nd. I'd love to invite you if you'd like to be a part of an awesome weekend of kick-ass golf. I'd also like to invite you to become a member of MSE TV. Okay, this is where I have all my most up-to-date research that I'm working on with the golf swing. And it means a lot that folks like Jim McLean are aware of what I'm doing. So guys, without further ado, let's get into this episode where I'm going to explore happy feet with a driver. Okay guys, let's take a look at Greg Norman's happy feet. Woo! Do you see that foot slide? Oh my gosh. Now, it is remarkable to me because I never could understand why would his foot go backwards. So here we see it from the front. We see his trail foot sliding. This is very similar to Billy Casper's footwork. Now, when I made the first Hogan code, I talked about the squeeze pivot. And this is something that when you see ballet dancers do all those spins, I mean, it's a tremendous amount of rotational force. The thighs are always squeezing towards one another, okay? And that's how you create that momentum. It's like a spinning top. So once his legs are spread here, we're going to see that those thighs are going to pull together, and as he rotates open, the toe of the trail foot's going to be pulled behind him, kind of like a bowler. So I've talked about the bowling slide and the squeeze pivot, and today it's making more sense than ever before. Okay, now I'm going to take this to the golf course and see how happy my feet are going to be. That ball is crushed. All right, guys, well, it is still raining here in California. I don't know if you've seen the weather reports, but it's usually super duper dry. But this is the most wet winter, which is the rainy season here, that I've ever seen. But I was able to get out to the golf course a couple days ago. The sun was out, and I got a great practice session in. So I am working on my ground force reaction. You're going to watch me load into the ground here, work on opening my hips. You have to load your quads and your legs to be able to really press out of the ground and to turn your body. So that's a little bleeder cut out there, the first driver swing of the day. And number 2 drive was just about perfecto.
Pretty good. Almost as long as
Buddy Danny says that was a long one. And my 3rd drive is even bigger. That's a big ball over the fence right there. And then here's another one of those little bleeder cuts. Nothing wrong with that, and I'll hit one more here. That's my fairway finder, but I'm really turning better through the ball than probably ever. I put this video up this morning of Scotty Scheffler. His feet are like...
He is just off the charts, right?
He's...
Nobody's there. Let me get a bucket and go over there. That's good. Does he still have time?
That ball is crushed.
Let me get a bucket and go over there. That's good.
So now we're going to take a look from the front here. I'm showing you how I'm working through my lead heel, allowing that leg to open. I'm pressing out of that leg and trying to push my left hip behind me. Wow, I'm really getting around here. Like, I've never been that turned through the ball, ever. And I feel that that takes pressure out of my ankle and my knee, allowing my heel to spin. As we look in slow motion, we can see me really giving a rip. So guys, take the pressure out of your knee. Give it a try. I think it works really great. Right now, it's my swing du jour, and you can get the full video on how I'm working through the ground at MSE TV. Until next time, I hope you hit them long and hit them straight.
Are you ready to experience your very own miracle? Christo Garcia, The man who swung as Ben Hogan on the Golf Channel's special Hogan has created the most controversial and effective golf training program in history.
The old PGA pros, they had this much simpler kind of wisdom. That's what I'm talking about, my friend.
What made the most sense was learning how to put leverage on the shaft.
It's a miracle.
That's the OTT.
Do you have a burning desire to get better at golf?
Like that.
Are you frustrated by overcomplicated modern golf instruction? Well, your prayers have been answered.
Now's your chance to learn the over-the-top miracle swing. Only at myswingevolution.com.